But you know, right on time. A little overhead surveillance. Some perspective. He's already out. Main op. Getting an early start on today's fucking surveillance activities. Surely he is. Let's see what else do we got. Oh, look at that one. There goes that motherfucking plane still. Pretty low, eh? I said A like I'm from Canada. A. LOL. Chase that motherfucker through the trees. My life. Shit, that's one of my ink pens. I was out here actually just doing some math and shit by myself. And actually it was pretty fucking refreshing, honestly. You know, just running through numbers and shit, like strengthening my mind again. Then I got to doing some other things. I might be to let y'all know about those in the future, but I'm working on something myself as to basically how they created this shit. And it starts back in like, well, for me, I can date back 1925 is when I found out my grandmother was born. And of course she was an orphan, one of four. And mother died at surgery or at birth or something, which was probably pretty common, but where's the dad? I'm still trying to get that information. But like never really looked into family history because I really never really cared about it. But now I'm not doing it so much for the history, but I'm doing it for the history of the world. Like if we take a look back on, you know, history in general, like now that I'm thinking about it. So I don't really have a light on myself, it's alright. But basically, like, I'm coming to the conclusion that these resets that we're about to go through damn near happen like every fucking, let's see, me to my mom will be one generation, to my grandmother be two, to then my great grandma, who I never met, would be three, to her parents would be four. So like really, I think that's how it goes, like 4 generations. Really, you get lost after 3 or 4. And so like those fucking lights above me, LOL. That might be my car though. But anyways, like you get to these points where it's like where did it start? And the fact that like my grandmother was adopted and it took 6 years of being in an orphanage, from what I understand, and did not go with any of her 3 biological brothers and sisters. They all went to different places, split them up. I never got the information, like I said, on her old man, or on my grandmother's old man. But I'm working on that because I don't know what happened to him, because like in 1925, when she was born, they're sending people off to war in the 40s, so that would have made like her father probably go off to war. They have him clipped. Mother died of surgery. Now you got another orphan, and so on and so forth. And this is how they erase history and rewrite history. Now the crazy thing is, for me, I'm in like a interesting position to whereas thinking on my family history, like I have a grandmother who was an orphan, and then I have also like my old man, my pop, right? My pop was kind of adopted, so I guess I could figure out who his blood father is, but like basically like he comes from the Jewish side. That's the whole point. He's Jewish with a Jewish last name, right? His adopted father is his biological mother's husband, making it like a stepfather that adopted him because his father wasn't around. Okay, so that's the Jewish side. I haven't really got into them, but I'm curious because now like this is all like the history that we want to know what happened in them times. Was the man with the H, was he that bad of a person? Or was he set up by 3-letter agencies that are running ops on you and me today? Like it's been nothing but running ops for fucking centuries, and I'm figuring it all out. And it's like I just do a lot of thinking about this shit, and you know, this is just like, basically me talking to a few of you, but basically, like, I'm feeling like if I can trace back the roots, I can understand why we had them world fairs with the baby incubators where they were orphans and getting rid of them to make bigger farming families and this and that. And the Jewish side of it, I can figure out like what, like, really, what's their lineage, like, etc., like, because they flipped the whole fucking world script like 100 years ago. Think about it. Most of our grandparents, if you're 40 years old, like me, most of our grandparents are not around, right? My mother and my OG and my old man, they both like damn near 70. My old man like 70 to something. My OG damn near, I think, 70. So think about it. Their parents is probably about 100 grandparents, right? So I should have kids, whatever. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. That's none of y'all business. But think about it. Every 30 years, then, let's just say you have a kid at 30 years. So take it back 90 years from now, from before, that would be like, that'd be like 2024. I'd be like 34, 1934. My grandmother was born in 25. You see what I'm saying? I can't really I'm trying to get the information on her parents. Like I said, her mother died of surgery, but her father, I don't know yet what happened to him. But then his parents, where they come from, and the world fairs in the 1890s to the 1910s, where they demolished cities and had all these orphanages and people in mental institutions. It's all relevant. It's all relevant to setting up this whole plan fucking years ago. Like centuries ago. This is like why you have like the secret societies, the Rothschilds, all that shit, because they've kept their bloodline supposedly like clean, whatever. Meaning like they fucked everybody else's shit up, everybody else's bloodlines, by doing what they did. Like in my example, like I don't really care much about what I am. I know I'm just like, a mix of a few things, but I'm not 100% Polish, I'm not 100% Italian, not 100% Greek. You know them people, and they're proud of their heritage. But now people who is not, and they're usually in the United States, this whole country been an experiment from the jump. When they founded this, like 1871, and they did something in 1912 with the corporation shit. So I mean, like, figure from 1870. Right, or like 1870 and 1920, that's 50 years, that's 2 generations right there. And those are 2 generations past where I'm starting at with my grandma in the 1925 era. You see what I'm saying? So it becomes like 1865 would be like her grandparents. It's crazy. But that's what I'm working on something like that, because this is how they got us all fucked up right now, to where they can run all these psychological operations. And that's how nobody can really, like, nobody knows shit, because if they can change your family history books, please. They just burn them books. Like, remember they said Hitler burned books? Yeah, they probably burnt them to kill the history of what was really going on. You dig what I'm saying? Like, think about it. While I'm outside here, just check it out. Like, a little perspective. Like, I'm sure I got some things above me. Like, while I'm talking, let me see. Kind of swing this way, swing that way, swing high, swing low. Okay, yeah, we definitely got this one right behind me. For some reason the quality's not that great. I think it's the lighting. But I usually like to pop out and be like, oh, there he is, Oh, look at my eye. See it in my eye? Look at my eye right now. That's a drone reflecting off of my eye. That's crazy. Look at this. I move. That's like the drone that I'm looking for. He's up there, right? Reflecting off my eye. That means he's gotta be like, let's see. If he's right here, oh, that's, if dude's right here, let me get the regular shit out. Here we go. Alright, so this motherfucker's right here, and then he should be like right there. Look, he's not showing up for it. Should be directly behind me like he always is. Anyways, my camera's not picking it up. There goes my eye again, though. Damn, I totally got off topic, but there's the eye. Check that out. Look at my eye. That's reflecting something. It was just blinking. Yeah. What the fuck? Something is in my eye reflecting onto the camera. That's so weird. The eyes open wide as fuck. Move them to the right. To the left. I don't know, maybe it's just another optical illusion. Anyways, friends, I don't know. I'm probably just gonna post this, just let y'all listen to me rant a little bit. But if you kind of see what I'm saying, let me know. Drop something in the little comment. Be like, yeah, bro, I see where you're headed with this. Because if some of y'all is doing research like me on civilizations and not believing the Renaissance, not believing medieval times, not believing the fucking all that bullshit. Being so long ago, it was probably more like 200 years ago, because look how fast we evolved in fucking 10 years. It's incredible. So yeah, man, I'm really going to touch on this because this is something that's kind of relevant to me. It fascinates me just how they can fucking wipe shit out, and they're going to do it again with us real soon, because it's about that time for generational cleansing. And then these fucks go in their little hidden spots, rewrite history while fucking keeping a certain amount of humanity alive, just like the Georgia Guidestone said. They restart with 50 million population. They just restart the whole motherfucking thing, keeping their bloodlines pure and their bloodlines with all the money, and rewriting history and then feeding lies for the next fucking 200 years. It's a fucking wicked game, isn't it? Holy shit. I mean, that pretty much sums it all up, bro. I ain't never heard anybody spit it to me like that, but that just came to me. Anyways, maybe why they watch me, I don't know, because I think about shit like that. Maybe you guys do too. Anyways, much love. Your homie's out. I'll talk to y'all later, man.